Hello friends, welcome to the Textual Education. In this video series, we are going to learn JDBC connectivity with Oracle database. So let's first we understand what is JDBC. JDBC stands for Java Database Connectivity. JDBC is an API to connect any database from Java application. We can connect with any database like Oracle, MySQL, Postgres, SQL Server, etc. with the help of JDBC APIs. Now we understand what is JDBC. JDBC is an API that is used to connect any database from the Java application. That's it. Now first let's understand what is Oracle. Oracle is a database that is used to store information in the form of raw and tables. Oracle is widely used database to store data. What is Oracle? Oracle is a database that is used to store information. Prerequisite for Oracle connectivity. Before learning the Oracle connectivity with Java, we have to Oracle database must be installed in your local system or any remote server. You must have the credential of your Oracle database like username, password, hostname, service name. You must have core Java and basic SQL query knowledge that is required. Any development ID like NetBeans, Eclipse, STS, etc. Development ID for developing the code. To connect Oracle database, we need database connectivity jar file like OJDBC6.jar or OJDBC 7.jar or OJDBC14.jar. Then we need to connection string to connect Oracle database. So these are the prerequisites for the Oracle connectivity with Java. Now let's move to the next. Now let's understand Oracle connection strings. Requirements. We require driver name to connect database. We require database host name like localhost, any IP address, domain name of your remote database if the Oracle database is installed in another system or any remote server. We require the database port number. We require the service ID or service name of the Oracle database. We require the username of database and we require the password of that particular database. Now what will be the connection strings? Oracle connection string will be, the first is driver name, that is oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver. Now the next is URL connection, JDBC :oracle thin @localhost 1521 xc. xc is your service name or service ID. 1521 is the port number of the database. Localhost is the domain name or host name. Here we can replace localhost by IP address or any domain name. Thin is a driver. Oracle is a database. JDBC is a API. Now username, system, password, Oracle. This is the credential of my local database. This information is my Oracle database installed on local machine. Now note, localhost can be replaced by your IP address or domain name if you are using remote database. You can change port number 1521 as per your database if it is different. XC is replaced by your service ID or your service name. Now that's it. Let's move to the next screen. Now let's understand the basic classes and interfaces of JDBC API. We must know before the implementation of JDBC connectivity with Oracle database or any database. These classes and interface will be used to connect any database. So now, what is JDBC driver? JDBC driver is a software component that is used to connect Java application with database like OJDBC driver, native API driver, network protocol driver, and thin driver. Now the next is, what is driver manager class? This class is used to register your driver. It handles the connection with database and JDBC drivers. So the working of driver manager class is, it is used to register the drivers and handle the connection with database and JDBC drivers. Now the next is connection interface. Connection is an interface. It provides the connection object between Java application and database. The connection interface is a factory of statement or prepared statement and database metadata. That means an object of connection can be used to get an object of statement and database metadata. Now let's understand commonly used method of connection interface. The first method is public statement create statement. Creates statement object that is used to execute SQL queries. Now the next is public statement create statement integer result set type integer result set concurrency. Creates an statement object that will be generate result set object with the given type and concurrency. The next is auto commit, set auto commit boolean status. It is used to set the commit status. By default it is true. It is used when we are managing the transaction, because we have to commit the transaction fully, not partially. So we have to use the set auto commit first to false. If the all data is saved, then we will commit our code at last. Now yes, public void commit save the changes made since the previous commit. Rollback is permanent. Now the next is rollback. It drops all changes made since the previous commit or rollback. Now close the connection and release the JDBC drive. Now what is statement interface? The statement interface provides methods to execute SQL queries with the database. The statement interface is a factory of result set. It provides factory method to get the object of result set. Result set will contain the data in the form of row and columns. Now let's understand commonly used method of statement interface. The first is public result set execute query string SQL. Sorry. It is used to execute select query. It returns the object of result set. Now the next is public integer execute update string SQL. Now this method is used to execute specified query. It may be create, drop, insert, update, delete, etc. Now the next is public boolean execute string SQL. It is used to execute queries that may return multiple results. Public integer array execute batch. It is used to execute batch of commands. Now let's understand what is result set interface. The object of result set maintains a cursor positioning of a row of a table. Initially, cursor points to before the first row. Simply, you understand the result set will contain your table data in the form of row and column, and the cursor pointer is in first row. Sorry, before the first row. When we use the next method, it will move our cursor to the first row. Now, let's understand commonly used method of result set interface. Public boolean next. It is used to move the cursor to the one row next from the current position. Now the next is public boolean previous. It is used to move the cursor position to previous row from the current position. Sorry. Now next method is public boolean first. It is used to move the cursor to the first row in the result set object. Same, the last, it is used to move the cursor at the last row in the result set object. Now to get data, we have method in result set. So what are these? Public integer get int column index. It is used to get value as an integer by column index. Column index means 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Or we can directly fetch the value by the column name. That will be public get integer get int string your column name. It is used to get the value as an integer by column name. If you want to fetch the string, then the method will be used public string get string integer column index or integer column name. Both are same. In one we have to specify the column name, and in another we have to specify the column index. Now the next is if we want to get the double type of value, then the public method will be public double get double your string column name or string column index, whatever. And there is many more methods. Now the next we understand the prepare statement. The prepare statement interface is a sub interface of statement. It is used to execute parameterized queries. Like, what is parameterized queries? In queries we can use question mark, and that question mark will be replaced by in set methods on prepared statement object, like string SQL insert into course, fees, time, values. These are the column name. Now question mark 1, comma 2, comma 3. Now we have to create the prepared statement. Prepared statement stmt equal to on dot prepare statement or SQL query, and set the data like this. The first question mark contains the course name, the second question mark contains the fees, and the third question mark contains the time. Now this will we do in our practice session as well. Now let's understand the result set metadata interface. It is used to get metadata information about data. Commonly used method of result set metadata interfaces are public int get column count throws SQL exception. It returns the total number of columns in our result set object. Now the next is public string get column name. It returns the column name of the specified column index. Now the next is public string get column type name. It returns the column type name for the specified index. Now public string get table name. It returns the table name of the specified column index. Now what will be the steps for connecting JDBC API with Oracle? The first step will be register the driver. So how will we register our driver is, that is class.forName our driver name, that is oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle. Oracle driver. Now the second step is to create the connection object. How we will create the connection object? Connection on equal to driver manager, that we learn the driver manager class that have the connection method, that is get connection. Here we will pass the URL and the username and password. This will generate the connection object with the database. Now next step is, third step is create a statement or prepared statement object to execute SQL queries. How we will create the statement object? Statement stmt equal to con dot create statement, or prepared statement pst equal to con dot prepare state. You can use any of them. If we are going to use the prepared statement, that will use to parameterize queries, and the statement simply select queries. Now the next step is, fourth one is execute queries. How we will execute? String query select star from employees, and this is select statement, so we have to store the result in result set object, that is result set rst equal to stmt dot execute query. And how we will trace the data? With the help of loop, that is while rs, this will be the rst dot next, and we will display the value of our data from here. Now the last step is close the connection, con dot close. We remember always we have to close the connection in JDBC, otherwise it will generate a slowness problem in our database. So I hope you understand the basic concept of JDBC connectivity with Oracle database. In this video we learn what is JDBC, what is Oracle, what are the requirements of our JDBC connectivity, and we learn the basics, classes and interfaces of JDBC connectivity, and last we learn what are the steps that we need to follow to connect our Oracle database with JDBC. In next video we will implement the actual implementation by using these all steps. So thank you for watching this video. See you in next video. Bye. Thanks for watching. Kindly hit the like button, subscribe our channel for future notification. Bye bye. See you in next videos.